Hey friends, it's me Erin, your friendly neighborhood energy alchemist with today's Schumann resonance report for Thursday, July the 10th. Happy full moon, friends. This is the buck full moon. We're going to start growing our horns as we go into summer. I'm so excited. All right, you guys, I also did not make an afternoon update yesterday because I was enjoying my life. I was on a boat in the sunshine having a great time. So sorry. Not sorry. Anywho. Here's the graph, all right? This was yesterday around 4 p.m. and it lasted for about 3 hours, this little push right here. When we look a little bit closer, you can see it's some red with a little bit of white in the center, a little bit of red. This did not show up on the Italian graph. I actually did check when I was on the boat, but it did not show up on the Italian graph, which lets me know this is a low level release with just a little bit of new energy in there to kind of help encourage it to come out, right? A new energy coming in underneath the stuff that's like leftovers on the dishes when you're rinsing them in the sink. This new energy comes in like that clean water just to sort of push it out of the way. A little sort of letting go of little thing. When we go back to our graph right now, it is eerily quiet, friends. After the way our graph has been looking, this amount of quiet, I'm like, I don't know how long this is going to last, if I'm being honest. And of course, then when I checked our sun, which here it is, isn't it beautiful? I noticed we have a big, nice, huge coronal hole facing us, which means our solar wind speeds are going to be sped up. Everything is going to be amplified today, especially with that full moon. Not only with the full moon, but with this coming in here, yeah, everything's going to feel a little amplified. And then this is a picture of our sun. Where this is where the sun is. This is a 360 view. We had a pretty big ejection off our sun. It looks like it's 360, which means it would be earth facing. This was 10:36 universal time, which is about 5:30 a.m. central time for me. So we'll see the results of this in the next day or two, most likely. But it wouldn't surprise me if we get some energy later today, especially with the full moon being really at its peak later today. And here's the Italian graph. We just have little low-level grumbles. This is nothing new. This is almost always there in some form, just a little bit of low level. In meditation this morning, I'm going to be honest with you, I feel like I got called out just a little bit. So I'm in meditation and I started to hear unconditional love is not just for others, it is for the self as well. That I'm doing my best to make sure that I am demonstrating as much unconditional love as I possibly can towards others. But yet when it comes to myself, I'm still not doing that. And that's a big piece of the puzzle. I have to allow myself to be as unconditional in loving myself as I am in loving other people. And that's one of my biggest hurdles, because I've always been a high achiever. I've always been a type A. I've always been the go, the person that gets it done. And when I'm resting, I put pressure on myself because I don't feel like I'm achieving something. It's learning that rest is important for me that's been hard. And I am not unconditional with myself in that area. I mean, I'm not unconditional with myself in a lot of areas, but that's the one that is the biggest one for me, I think. Of course, as a woman in the United States, I'm highly insecure about the way I look sometimes, and I'm not looking for compliments. I'm just saying these are the areas that I'm not unconditional with myself. I don't allow myself the same grace that I allow other people. And today in meditation, I really feel like I was getting called out on that. We have a full moon here. So today, why don't we release the idea that unconditional love is for everyone else? Why don't we start opening up to the idea and actually implementing, taking small actions to move us towards the integration of the idea that unconditional love is for us too, and how we are. Sometimes we are where we are, and that's just part of the growth process. And loving yourself anyway is what's going to get you out of that. You have to find a way to feel hopeful in the midst of sickness. You know what I mean? You have to have the it just happens sometimes when it starts to come in, and I can't translate it fast enough. But anyway, you get what I'm saying. I love it when my cards line up so well with what I got in meditation. It's nice. So here are the cards for today. My guides are pointing out to me that we, for a very long time, have had a very ineffective team around us that taught us that generosity was only for outside of us. This has led to an impatience in the world around us not changing to fit us, to make us feel better, because we feel like we've done everything to help it. Why isn't it helping us? So my guides are saying it's going to be a whole new horizon, somewhere we've never been before, to recognize the fact that we must unconditionally love ourselves first in order to see the change around us that we want to see. You have to find a way to be happy in the dis-ease to allow the ease to find you. So we're being asked today to release the idea that unconditional love and acceptance is for everyone else and not for us. When we start to allow ourselves to feel this way, it brings us back into a state of balance in that heart space. And that's what you want leading you forward. And you don't want your brain leading you forward. It's helpful, but it shouldn't be the leader. You want your heart to be the leader, to tell you where the best place to go in a way that feels good for you, allowing you to resonate with the better part of self, right? So listen, I'm just saying. It is such a gorgeous day out here. Look at that beautiful sun. How lucky are we that this is the world we get to live in, with green grass and trees and birds and bunnies and all the wonderful things that are around us. How lucky are we? So incredibly lucky. All right, you guys, we are going to go ahead and start our day off right. Are you ready? Because I am. Take a nice big deep breath in and release. Drop your shoulders and just remind yourself that today is a great day. They're going to work on the farm down the street. I love it. Anyway, it's a great day. It's a great day. It's just getting started. You can literally do anything you want with this day. I want to know that you're going to love yourself unconditionally. That's step one. It's a great day, friends.